Welcome everyone, and today we're actually describing and talking through the treatment of the non-surgical facelift. So you may already have seen the assessment video for this client. I've actually already done the under eyes, and I've actually done some work on this side. You can see the line soft, there's a little bit of redness here and some volume restoration there. So we're going to just demonstrate the actual lower face of the non-surgical facelift, because we get a lot of people asking how this is actually done. So as I mentioned earlier in the assessment video, we're going to be filling in this smile line. Some people believe filling in the cheek will actually lift up the smile line, which is only very partially true. Most of the actual filling needs to actually be done within the actual line itself to restore the volume. We've also got the line below here and the line in this area as well that we're going to fill out through 3 separate entry points, and we're also going to fill out the indentation in this area using Voluma to give a bit more perk and lift, and then we've got the chin indentation here. So let's begin. So we're going to start by doing a couple of entry points. It's just very small, tiny pokes here. Well done. And then another tiny entry poke here for this area. Then one for this as well, which we're going to go across for. There we go, well done. And then we're going to go one for this one as well. There's a tiny poke here. Great. You can see the aim is just to go in as minimally as possible, just to create an entry point. And what we do, we just start with the smile line, just feed the cannula through the entry point. There's sometimes a little bit of discomfort here. There we go. Well done. And we're just going to fan and retrograde inject. Okay, so now we've done the smile line. You can see there's a bit of redness here, a bit of inflammation. We're going to actually do the mouth corner in a similar angle, similar degree. Just a little bit of pressure here. There we go. I'm just going to enter through, and just a little bit of discomfort, which go right into the corner of the mouth, quite deep here. We do a dual plane technique here, so we'll come back and then do a little bit more superficial. So just a little bit of pressure here as we inject, and we fan and inject backwards as we go along rather than forwards. So every time I go in, I inject as I pull backwards. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to just try and restore a bit of the volume here in this area, in the lower cheek area. So we're going to just use one of our existing entry points and just change the trajectory slightly, just to minimize further injections. So I just need to adjust slightly. There we go. Okay, and smile for me. You can see this volume loss here, that's what we're going to target. Relax. And what we do sometimes is we do a thick filler in this area, and then sometimes we do a thinner filler just at the lower end of the line, because sometimes the line's quite thick at the top and it gets thinner and more kind of like superficial at the bottom. So sometimes we put a very fine filler like tear silver density 2 right at the bottom here. So now we're going to inject the lower face area, this here, just near the chin, and then we're going to finish off with the pre-jowl area. So I'm just going to feed the cannula through the pre-existing made hole. There we go. Just a little bit of pressure here. So this can be a bit uncomfortable. There we go, well done. And we use a slightly thicker filler in this area to try and mimic the consistency of the skin in this area, which can be quite thick. And now we're going to do the pre-jowl sulcus area, and obviously our clients had chin filler before, so this is projecting more than it should do, so it's created an indentation underneath here, and we're just going to try and smooth out. That most likely will take more than 1 session to achieve, so we'll just start the work today and then hopefully bring them back in 2 weeks to complete.